Hello everyone, welcome back to Beyond Diary. Today I came with the most requested video. Let's learn how to crochet this beautiful rose flower. So for this project you can use any kind of yarn with a suitable hook size. Today I'm using this milk cotton yarn with 2.5 mm crochet hook. But if you want to make a bigger size flower, you can use the exact same pattern which I'm going to show you today with a bigger size yarn and the bigger size hook. And if you use a smaller size crochet hook with a thinner yarn, you will get a smaller flower. And also you can add more petals by increasing the foundation chains. So let's begin the work with a slip knot. Now we're going to make 36 chains. Make sure the chains amount should be multiples of 3. If you want more petals, you can add more chains, but it should be divided by 3. Okay, here I made 36 chains and this is how it looks like. Now from here, we're going to do extra 5 chains. So in this 5, the first 3 chains counting as our first double crochet and then the other 2 will be the chain 2 gap. Now skip that chain 5 we made and into the 6th chain we will make a double crochet. So basically here we made a V-stitch and this is how it looks like. Now again skip 2 chain space from the base and then into the 3rd chain we will make a double crochet. Okay, here we made a double crochet. Now from here make 2 chains and then 1 double crochet into the same chain space here. So here you can see we created a V-stitch. Okay, now this is how it looks like. So we're going to do the same thing in each 3rd chain spaces. Now skip 2 chain spaces from the foundation chains and into the 3rd chain we will work a double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet into the same space. So here we created a V-stitch. So like this we will continue till the end, making V-stitches in each 3rd chain. Okay, here we made our first round and this is how it looks like. Now here you can see I have just 2 chain spaces left, but I'm going to work a V-stitch into the last chain space. This happened because I missed 1 chain somewhere at the base. So, but that's okay. We will make our last V-stitch into the last chain space. And now this is how it looks like. So now let's move to the second round. For that work chain 3 and turn your work. So this chain 3 counting as our first double crochet. In this round we're going to work in each these chain 2 gaps. So into the first chain 2 space here we will work 1 double crochet. So with that chain 3 total we'll have 2 double crochets and then work 2 chains and then 2 more double crochets into that chain 2 space here. So here you can see we created kind of a V-stitch with 2 double crochets. In the first round we made 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet, but the second round we making this V-stitch with 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Now straight away skip into this chain 2 gap here and then work 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets into the same space. So here we made chain 2 and 2 more double crochets into the same space. So here we created the V-stitch. So we're going to do the same thing in each chain 2 spaces. Now skip into the next chain 2 space and do the same thing. 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets into the same space. So like this, continue till the end and then let's meet at there. Okay, now you can see we reached the end of this round. We're going to work the last 2 double crochet V-stitch into this chain space. So here work 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets into the last chain space here. And then our second round is completed. Now let's move to the last round, which is the petal round. So for that work chain 1 and then turn your work like this. In this round we're going to work double crochets in each these chain 2 spaces and then we will close a petal in between of that V stitches. So into this chain 2 space we're gonna work 8 double crochets. Okay, here we made 8 double crochets. Now we're gonna work a slip stitch in between of this V stitch. So you can skip these 2 double crochets and here we're gonna work a slip stitch. It's basically in between of 2 V stitches. Now again we're going to work the next petal. So here into the next chain 2 space here work 8 double crochets into the same space. Okay, here we made 8 double crochets. Now we're going to close this petal. So in between of these two V stitches here, after these 2 double crochets, we will do a slip stitch. Now do the same thing into the next chain 2 space, work 8 double crochets and then do a slip stitch in between of 2 V stitches. It means skip 2 double crochets and then do the slip stitch. So do the same thing in each these chain 2 spaces till the end, and let's meet at there. Okay, here we reach the end of this round. Now to close this petal, we're going to do a slip stitch in between of these 2 double crochets here. So insert from this place in between of these 2 double crochets and then do a slip stitch. Now at the end, make 1 chain and cut off the yarn. So here we completed our rose flower, and this is how it looks like. So now let's make the flower torus. For that, take the green color yarn and then make a magic ring. So this is how I'm making a magic ring. Wrap around your finger and make a crisscross shape. Insert the crochet hook through the first loop, under the first loop, and then grab the second loop and twist like this. And now work 1 chain to secure a magic ring. So here we made our magic ring. Slowly take the fingers out. Now from here make chain 2. With that chain 1, total you should have 3 chains. So this chain 3 counting as our first double crochet. Now from here we're going to work 19 double crochets inside this magic ring. So here when you work into the magic ring, take the short tail along with the work till the end. Don't leave that short tail. It should come along with the work till the end like this. So work 19 double crochets into this magic ring. With that chain 3, total you should have 20 double crochets. Okay, here we made 19 double crochets. With that chain 3, total I have 20 double crochets. Now pull this short tail and then close the magic ring like this. Now we'll close this round with a slip stitch into the third chain from that first chain 3. So insert the hook through this third chain and then work a slip stitch. So here we made our first round, and this is how it looks like. Now from here work 9 chains. Okay, here we made 9 chains. Now skip the first chain space and insert the hook from the second chain space and then work a slip stitch like this. And again into the next chain space also work a slip stitch. So here we make 1 slip stitch in each 2 chain spaces. Now into next 2 chain spaces we're going to work 1 single crochet in each. So this is the first single crochet into the next chain space, and again into the next one work another single crochet. So here we made 1 single crochet in each 2 chain spaces. Now next 2 chain spaces is going to be 1 half double crochet in each. So into the next one work a half double crochet. Again into the next chain space work another half double crochet. So here we made 1 half double crochet in each 2 chain spaces. Now into this last 2 chain spaces we will work 1 double crochet in each. So into the next one work a double crochet. Again into the last chain space make another double crochet. So here we completed this. Now we're going to join this one into this circle. So skip 3 chain space from this circle and then into the 4th chain we're going to work a slip stitch like this. Okay, here we made a part of a torus. So we're going to do the same thing again. So work 9 chains and then we're going to do the same thing in each chain space. So basically we will work 1 stitch in each chain spaces. So first skip 1 chain space and then into the next 2 we do 2 slip stitches, and then into next 2 chain spaces we will work 1 single crochet into 2 chain spaces, and then into next 2 chain spaces we will work 1 half double crochet in each 2 chain spaces, and at the end into the last 2 chain spaces we will work 1 double crochet in each. So after that we will join the round into that circle. So skip 3 chain spaces from this circle and into the 4th one work a slip stitch. Now again from here we will do 9 chains and then do the same thing. So all you have to do is just continue the same thing till the end, and then let's meet at there. Okay, here we completed this round. We have 5 triangles. So now we will join the round into the first chain space here, first slip stitch space, and then do a slip stitch to close the round. Now from here work chain 1 and then cut off the yarn. Okay, here we made our torus part, and this is how it looks like. Now we will assemble the flower with the help of a glue gun. So here you can use a metal wire, a crafting wire for this, or if you don't have this metal wire you can use a barbecue stick. So if you're using a metal wire, I like to bend this tip like this, just like a hook, and stick into the flower. So here I'm gonna stuck this hook inside this petal like this. Otherwise, if you use a barbecue stick, you can just put a glue onto the first petal and then just stick into this place like that, and then wrap the first petal and then make a bud shape, make like a bud shape like this. Okay, so here you can see my petals are facing right side facing in, and I'm applying some glue here and then take the metal wire and then stuck inside this gap and then make a bud shape, make like a bud shape, roll it up and then make like a bud shape like this. The first petal should be nice and rolled like that. After that, I'm gonna apply glue into this first round V stitches like that. So 3 V's at a time and then roll it up. So the first 3 petals after the first bud, the other 3 petals should be nice and tight like that. Make sure your flower's middle part should be nice and tight, and then the last petals should be nice and loose. So here 3 V's at a time and then just roll it up. And keep eye on your petal, it should be go overlapped, not like a cone shape. So here these last petals should be very not too loose, but it should be loose, and then make sure the next layer petal should be go in between of the previous petals. Okay, here we completed the rose flower and this is how it looks like. You can see the petals came in between of a petal. So here at the end, into the tip of this petal, I'm gonna put just a drop of glue and then just paste it like that. So now we will add the torus into the flower. So now we're gonna insert the metal wire through this hole, but make sure the wrong side facing in like that. First, we're gonna put glue in this the circle part, just one line, and then we will paste it and let it dry. After that, we'll paste these triangles. So when you put glue into this triangle, make sure to apply glue till half here. Don't come till the end. Just make sure to apply glue till the halfway like this, and then we will paste it. So you can see the tip of that triangle kind of bent a little bit, and it gives a nice and natural look. So do the same thing, just apply the glue till half and then just paste it. Okay, here we completed the flower part and this is how it looks like. Now we'll cover this metal wire with the same green color yarn. So for that, take the thread again, the yarn again, and then we're gonna put some glue, just a 1 drop glue here, and then we will paste the thread like this. And we're gonna wrap around this metal wire. So once you reach the end, apply just a little bit glue here, just 1 drop, and then secure your yarn piece like this. So here we just apply glue into the top and into the bottom only. Now cut off the yarn. So here we made our beautiful rose and this is how it looks like. So I hope this video is useful for you, and see you soon with another beautiful tutorial. Until then, take care. Bye bye.